Hello everyone, welcome to the sixth video by the community. In this video, we'll be talking about control structures. And once we get to know what control structure actually are and what they do to a program, then we'll talk about the different types of control structure that the C programming language has to offer. Let us now discuss about control structures. The first point says that whenever the computer executes a program, it starts from the main function, and all the sets of instruction within the main function get executed in a sequential order, which means in a line by line order, where the first statement is executed. After that, the second statement is executed, and then the third statement gets executed, and so on. And it follows a top to bottom approach, which means that the second statement will get executed only after the first statement gets executed, and similarly the fourth statement gets executed only after the first, second and the third statement gets executed. But this control structure allows the computer to make decision, and the decision will be based on logical expression. Now if you are wondering what a logical expression is, logical expression is an expression which returns either false or true, denoted by zeros for false and 1 for true. And because of this control structure, we are able to change the control flow, and that is our sequential order following the top to bottom approach in our program. Now the control structure is also known as a decision making structure. Now that we know what a control structure is and what it does to a program, let us look at a different type of control structure that the C programming language has to offer. Let us now discuss the first type of control structure, and that is our if statement. The if statement is a decision making statement, and it's used to control the flow of execution. And this if statement comes in many variety, such as the simple if statement, and then we have something known as the if else statement, and then there is the if else if ladder, and lastly we have something known as the nested if. Let us now look at these varieties one by one. This is the syntax of a simple if statement. This is a keyword which has some special meaning to the compiler, and within the round brackets we are placing a condition. Should be a logical expression. Now what is a logical expression? Any expression that gives you result in the form of zeros and 1, where 0 is considered to be false and 1 is considered to be true, are known as logical expression. In the previous video, we learned about relational operators whose return type were also in terms of 0 and 1. And then we talked about logical operator, which combined expression making use of our relational operator, and hence the return type of the logical operator was also in terms of true and false. So what this means is that we can make our condition by making use of a relational operator or a logical operator. And then we have an opening and a closing curly braces, which denotes the block for our if statement, and it is within these blocks that we write our statement or a set of statement. And these statement will get executed only if the condition is true. Now that we understand the syntax of if statement, let us now see the if statement in action. This is a very simple program that shows the working of our simple if statement. Now if you look closely at the codes within our main function, you'll see that I have declared a variable which is of float data type, and I have initialized it with a value of 45. And in the next line, I have made use of a simple if statement, and I have provided it with a condition saying speed greater than 30, and this expression is made by making use of relational operator greater than, since the return type of our relational operator are in terms of zeros and ones, and this is what our if statement expect us to provide in the condition. Now what happens is that the computer will check that if the speed is greater than 30. Now since we have assigned a value of 40.5 which is greater than 30, this particular expression returns true, because of which the statement within the if block starts to get executed. And outside of this if statement, I have written another printf statement saying have a great day. Now let us see what happens when we execute this code. We see a message saying slow down, school ahead, and this is because this particular condition returned true. And the second message have a great day is because of the printf statement inside of our main function. Let us now try to change this speed and see what happens. Now that I have changed the speed to 20, this particular condition evaluates to false, because of which the statement within the if block will not get executed. So the program will just skip this if block and execute this printf statement with a message saying have a great day, and this is what you see on your output screen. Here I have made use of a relational operator. Now what I want you to do is try out with different relational operators and also try out with logical operators and see how the program behaves. Now that we know how a simple if statement behaves, let us see how the if else statement behaves.